Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a participant from the playoffs last year, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Florida's offense will get the ball first. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing.
There he goes. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Makes the grab on the left. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Makes the grab. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
The throw. Got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
That coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan State's offense will go to work for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and He can make those big plays for this offense, and I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Spartans will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Gators have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. It's complete on the right side. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got his man. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play something.
Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Davis looking to pass. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Spartans will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now. Just
makes the catch at the 20. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Why not trying to get it in? Touchdown, Florida! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. West Virginia dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from Tavon Austin to Stedman Bailey, I think we may have just seen the next great one emerge. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll go right back to him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Spartans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Here comes the heat. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. They bring the punter onto the field now. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds a spot in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Red pass hits complete.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they
breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that 1st down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll send the back in motion. He's looking to pass. Here's a heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Moves around to clear up the vision. Looking to get it in. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. They just keep firing. Trying to find the end zone. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
The snap sets up the throw. Quarterback moving. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll keep it himself. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Davis will throw. And wings it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on 2nd down. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Davis looking to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Daly. Turning it on. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. 1 more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking to throw on 1st down. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. And this is a weird move. They're sending out the field goal unit here. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with...
Wide open on the right. Bulldozes his way through. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Smarty. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Got his man downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get it to the turf at the 47. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Quarterback extends the play. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Spins away from the defense. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll move the tight end. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fakes to grab. And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Davis will throw. He lofts one down the sideline. Catch inside the 25. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Spartans with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Ogden. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Caught behind the line. It's Rasmussen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Spartans. Quick strike through the air for the score. They'll line up to go for 2.
Yeah, and you look for the big fellas down here in the red zone. You want to run the football, you want to be physical, and then you play action, and you got the big target. Throw it up to him. He does the rest with the soft hands and getting the touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win it, David. They've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
He's got it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Gators are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw for it. Got it. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Rushes on him. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Gator! And the route is on. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. The Spartans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Davis looking to pass. Now adjusting. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Look out, he's got room. Quarterback gets past the marker. He got enough for the 1st down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him. Nice move to pick up yardage. Jumped on top of the pile. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, and still on his feet. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Spartans have this offense rolling. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires it incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubting.
He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Inside the 40. Open space at the 25. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Florida! And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Davis will throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious.
There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Looks as if they're going to get the W behind a really good performance from their passing attack and maybe hold that edge in the rankings as well, fellas.
They're going to hold the edge. They're going to create some separation, too, I think, because of the throwing ability. This quarterback came into this game lighting it up. We knew in the preseason this guy had talent, but against an opponent like this, David, it's impressive to see his performance.
Well, it's one thing to have talent, but to get all the talent with the new pieces every single year to work together, this passing attack looks like they're going to be formidable. And now you already got that one top 25 win for the resume to keep building throughout this season.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Snagged out of the air. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Gators have taken it inside the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Davis looking to pass. Got his man quickly. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.